My name is Stefanie Degenhardt and I'm a consultant for urban agriculture and the city coordinator for the Edible Cities network in the municipality of Oslo. And I would like to introduce you to Oslo and our efforts to become a green city, a sprouting city with urban agriculture at its heart. So Oslo is considered one of the greenest cities in the world. 98% of the population live less than 300 meters away from a green area. And the city consists of the built-up area, the islands, the fjord and the forest. In fact, 2/3 of the city is protected forest. So Oslo has about 700,000 inhabitants and it is a city in rapid growth, both in terms of population and development. So with the forest on the one side and the fjord on the other, creating a natural boundary for the city to expand, urban sprawl cannot happen and the city has to grow from within. Naturally, this creates a lot of pressure on existing areas. But the city has safeguarded its green places, both for ecosystem services and environmental infrastructure. And Oslo has a long tradition of growing food in the city. So the first school garden was established in 1906 and allotment gardens were established in 1915. So this is Låsæteren. This urban farm has started with an allotment garden and has transformed in an artistic urban farm with a lot of community events and dinners held throughout the season. So we're right in the middle of Oslo, next to the Munch Museum, in a park that has been transformed into an urban growing farm. And since 2019, Oslo has employed its first city farmer to run this garden. So in the past 15 years or so, the interest in urban growing has intensified, with the grassroots movements leading this process. And the focus has shifted from growing food as a necessity to growing food for environmental purposes, for educational purposes, for increasing public health and for creating businesses and jobs. So to meet this growing demand of urban agriculture, the city has outlined a strategy called Sprouting Oslo. This goes into all these aspects of urban agriculture, from the green city development to local food production to education, sprouting meeting places and collaboration with others. So one of the most important aspects of this strategy is to show the municipality how our own institutions can use urban agriculture as a tool to meet our responsibilities as the municipality. For example, to create public health, to work for work training, for social inclusion and for environmental education. Since the late 50s, the municipality has taken over several farms in and around Oslo and runs them as visitor farms. We are here at Sørli farm, which is one of the newest farms run 100% ecological. This farm is establishing itself as an educational center for regenerative agriculture, and it's providing education for kids from schools and kindergartens about the whole food system, about sustainability, about the from farm to fork system and nature cycles. One very important tool the city has to support all the new interest in urban agriculture is a subsidy scheme. Since 2017, the city awards up to 200,000 euros annually to support different projects and actors, for example, kindergartens and schools, nursing homes, housing corporations, to create new allotment gardens or rooftop gardens. Experience we have gained through supporting all these projects is that a lot of initiatives struggle with financial sustainability, with long-term integration and collaboration with municipal institutions, and with access to land and infrastructure. And we are trying to address these challenges through our participation in the European research project Edible Cities Network. So the Edible Cities Network is a collection, a network of different cities, and we're all trying to showcase how we can create livable and healthy cities with urban agriculture. So we have collaborated with an historic farm called Linderud Gård to establish a community garden. And this community garden shows all these aspects of urban agriculture. It provides work training for people who have fallen out of work. It provides summer jobs for local youth that want to gain their first work experience. It has a community-supported agriculture where 60 shareholders employ a gardener to grow their own food locally together. It has courses and trainings, it provides knowledge, it has built community and network with a lot of community events held throughout the season. And it gives local volunteer groups and local businesses a place to grow their ideas. To come back to the challenge of sustainability, we have worked with the local city district to make this garden a vital part of the local neighborhood. And the city district is now running their youth program and using the garden to pay for the summer jobs we provide for the local kids. And to address the challenge of creating financially viable models, we are establishing an incubator program for sustainable food production. This is a one-year mentorship for urban farmers to create their business out of urban agriculture. The aim of the incubator is to help these new farmers to kickstart their business and give them viable knowledge so they can make it through the difficult first year. So this program was developed by Statsbruk in Sweden, and in Oslo we ran it with the municipality, with the county governor and with the local SME Nabolagshage. And we are giving courses about business consulting, about how to create a sales and marketing strategy. People receive knowledge about efficient farming methods, and they receive a place and infrastructure to grow. So what are the lessons we have learned? The solution to sustainability is very complex. We work together with a diverse range of stakeholders, from private to public, with the business and with local shareholders, to create the best solutions. So one of the things we're working with right now is we're mapping possible areas and existing areas for urban agriculture in and around Oslo, both to give people access to more land and to secure long-term contracts for their projects. This also including urban agriculture in regular planning processes. Another very important aspect is to spread the funding sources. We are funded by the Edible Cities Network. We have used our own funding from the municipality, and we have applied for many different grants from public and private sources. We also see that once we start with some funding, we often trigger more funding in the process. And most importantly, there's a great source of knowledge and great projects out there. There is no need to reinvent the wheel. We have had our biggest successes by replicating and adapting projects that already exist to our local conditions.